Hey guys, welcome to Experimental Arts. I am AJ, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to kind of roughly sketch out an anime face so that you can make a good character chart or know how to put it in a manga page. I am sorry about my lighting. It's a little dark right now because it is late and I don't have natural sunlight. So obviously, first thing you want to do is figure out if you're going to do someone really tall, you're going to do a portrait, or if you're just going to kind of focus on the face and have a shorter design, you're going to do a landscape format. I'm going to do a landscape because right now I'm going to show you how to do kind of the basic face. You know what? Nope, I'm not. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So this is how I draw anime. Doesn't mean it's the only way to draw it. You can find a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of personal ways people do things, but this is what I found works best for me over the last 10 years and fits my personality and style. So yes, it's a decent circle. I'll flip it over here. I want to show you guys how I did that. Over years, I have practiced in this way so that I have gotten to this point. So I have a square, and I break it up into 4 sections. From this point to this point, I'm going to connect them with a curve. I'm going to stay on that line, and when I get kind of that point, I'm going to cut it off. And then that line was totally off. And then I'm going to just do that down to here. Flipping your paper is usually more helpful than harmful, especially when you get that movement and you have that habit with your art skills of certain body movements to make certain designs. All right. So over time, I've done this so that I can do this easily. If you hear barking, that's my new puppy. He thinks he is the boss. So sorry about that. So what I do with my manga is I go a little bit down before I get to the jawline. Some characters come all the way to the point. I just like to flatten that out a little bit. So this line right here where we made that circle is actually where our eyes are going to sit. And the reason we definitely want to use this line is because the curve right here gives form to the head. If we create our circle and we have our face here, but we don't use it and we put our eye here, well, actually, be like if we did it here. We put our eye here and here, it's going to look more flat, and it's not going to be in the correct location, okay? Although that doesn't look half bad, it's not going to be three-dimensional, okay? And a lot of anime and manga is three-dimensional, and when we have this 2D form, it looks flat, it doesn't look right, and we don't know what's wrong with it. So definitely try to get that curve, that circle, so that you have that curve already in your plan. So what I've been telling some students of mine is you can make your anime eyes so long as you have 2 key components. One is that top eyelash and the part that kind of goes around your eye. Although we don't see this in real humans, it is a very common design in manga. And then you have that little lip underneath, okay? So this is your top eyelash with a little accent on the side, and then your bottom shadow, basically. Now, for girls, sometimes you have, this is where you put your eyelashes. You fill that in. Okay, so you see how it just goes a little bit on that corner. These can be as wide or as thin or raised, any way you want them. Generally, female eyes are wider, and then male eyes are smaller. Okay, so I am going to make, let's do half female, half male here. So I'm going to cut it down the middle. When I recommend doing eyes, I always say to do the left eye first. The reason being is when you do the left eye, and if you're right-handed, you do the left eye, yada, 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 and then when you're doing the right eye, you can still see the left eye when you're drawing it. When you do the right eye first, and then you go to draw the left eye to match it, your hand is covering up that eye, and you can't tell whether or not it's matching. So what I recommend do, if you're left-handed, do the one closest to your left hand and then farther. Same thing with right. Actually, no, I said that backwards. If you're left hand, do the right first and then your left, so you can see both. Right, do your left first, then your right. This helps a lot because a lot of kids, you'll do this, you'll make your eye, and it'll look beautiful, and it's a beautiful eye, and then you come over here and you keep messing up because you can't see it, so you'll do this. Yay. Okay, so you just covered up that eye with hair because you're frustrated as to why you can't get that eye because you're covering it up when you're drawing it. So I am going to do this eye first, although they're not going to match. I'm going to do this eye first. This will be, let's do the male side here, and then this will be female. Now, this doesn't mean that this side is only male and this side is only female. You can mix match it anytime you want. I'm just pulling from old tradition. All right, so male's eyes are usually just a little bit shorter, a little bit more sly. So there's two ways to do this. I'm used to putting the highlight in, so I automatically do it. I'm going to draw the whole circle first, and then I'm going to put in my highlight. Okay. All right, and so you can do a lot of different things. You could fill in this whole area with color, or you could put a pupil in there and then have a little different color on the outside. I am going to put a pupil in. You guys can see what I mean. Okay. And then this, I'm going to just lightly shade. All right. And then I'm going to put a little bit of a shadow line in here. I'm going to thicken up my lines a little bit more because I want them to be bigger. All right. So there's my guy eye, and I did that in less than a minute. Okay. So the girl eye, I'm going to make a lot perkier, bigger. We're going to give her eyelashes. Now notice when I'm doing this, I know I'm going to be going in ink in the next video. So my drawing lines aren't clean, aren't cut right. They're kind of a rough sketch because I know I'm going to ink over and erase all this later. And if you're one of my students, you are going to be inking this project, so that's good to keep in mind. All right, so that we're doing that. We're going to put in the highlight. Sometimes you can put more than one highlight in. All right, so that's where the sun hits the eye. Going to color this in, lightly color this, and then I'm going to shade a little bit. All right, totally don't look right together, but when you have an eye that's matching, it'll look better. All right, so then noses. Noses, you can do so many things with noses. That, I just did a triangle with a line. You can do so many different things. You could just do little lines. Any design you really want. Male or female doesn't quite matter. Same things with mouths. I'm going to give this guy some teeth. All right. My anime is usually pretty comical. And I'm going to give her one of those weird smiles. Actually, I don't want that point. Get rid of that point. All right, and then this is her tongue. Okay, so that looks a little creepy, but two different sides of the art here. Okay. One key aspect that a lot of people miss is eyebrows. Eyebrows will tell a lot of the expression without you even intending to. So if your character looks creepy and you can't tell why, check the eyebrows. See what's going on with your eyebrows. Your ears are going to go from your nose kind of up to your eyes. The reason I do these little sides is so I know where the ears are going to go. Kind of just fill them in right there. My hairline is going to go about here. Remember your hair, when you feel where your hair is, it goes down in front of your ears. A lot of kids only go up to the top here. You definitely want it to be down in front of your ears. All right. Sometimes you can scribble in what you want to do and then do the outline, and it'll be animated hair style. Usually give your hair some body off your head. All right. Okay. And then this guy, let's give him, I'm going to give him hair kind of like a buzz. All right. So his hair doesn't go very much off his head, but a little bit. It's going to go down here. All right. So we have two kind of faces going on here. All right. So here's our girl. And here's our guy. All right. I didn't give him a mean face because he's a guy. That's just one of the characters I'm drawing right now. That is basically how to draw your face for your anime. All right. In the next video, I'll show you how to put a body to it. All right. Thanks for watching. Toodaloo boodaloo.